Okay, on this video we will talk about Android Auto in 2024. So in this Mercedes EQA 250, the Android Auto works with the USB-C cable. It's not Android wireless on this model. But let's talk about, is it really worth to have an Android Auto in 2024? So in this Xperia it has its own music player app that works quite well, and the audio quality is quite good from the Android Auto. But thing is that there isn't still a lot of apps. Like here's some apps in Finland: Easy Park, Here We Go Maps, which works okay, but I would still say it needs improvement. Like it needs to use the audio to find places, but it also works in Finnish, this one. And here you have even a keyboard, but for some other reason Google wants to use more audio. But the problem here is that it's slow sometimes. Sometimes it might take long time to load anything. That's the biggest problem, I think. So the messages only work very badly. Like if you receive message while driving, it will show up there. Like it can read.
Gonna go do some now. Thanks. Do you want to reply?
It reads them out loud, but it will not let you type or see the message. It will just read it out loud, and it only mainly works in English. So it's if it's in Finnish, it's gibberish. And this Teams update is supposed to come, so it should work like a phone, and there should be like a speed dials, but I don't know if it will come on February. It's been Teams update for Android Auto has been made for almost 1 year now. It's very slow. This software is very slow to receive any updates. So mainly the music player and the Spotify works very nicely. So there's the playlist, and the audio player is seems quite nice. But the other problem is it always jumps on this dashboard view. And the other thing is that the screen is also here. But for the Android Auto it's like in a small box, so it limits quite it's not using all the space. And I wouldn't still say it's worth to get an Android Auto for any automobile. It's quite useless. Why would you? The calendar only shows 1 day for Outlook. I don't understand why they didn't make. You cannot add any appointments. Why? It's stupid. The weather app reads only from audio. You need internet for that. You can change this theme behind here, but it's very limited. And the phone calls app also shows the phone calls, but for some reason the car and the Android Auto isn't always working, so it might jump to the car's audio for some odd reason. And for the like here, if I would use the navigation, it might not even always show here to where to turn next. It might be completely wrong. So tell me what you think about Android Auto in your car. In Mercedes it might come included, or it been purchased while the car was made. But for me, I bought this for 330 euros. It's a ridiculously high amount of money for such a limited amount of features. So good thing that the Mercedes has a return policy for 14 days, and I'm not gonna use this. It's so useless. Like The only features what I would use here is Spotify and the audio player. They are completely useless. And maybe I would use the Teams if the future update makes it work well. But I'm a bit suspicious because the Android Auto is horrible garbage. Still in 2024. Leave some comments below.